Hi, Eric. How you doing? Thank you so much for getting your work submitted. I was reading your writing. This is just outstanding. It's a really good job describing your designer's intent as well as your technical approach. This is fantastic. I was really pleased to read this. It's a great idea for students to get in the habit of thoroughly describing their work. As that's directly related to your upcoming career in design, where you will be asked to rationalize and describe your work on a regular basis. So this is fantastic. Great job. Keep this up as a student. It's really a good practice. Got the ad up right here. So it's a few things I think that the most obvious things to me are the fact that the ad is not using the required typefaces. Don't forget to review the required typefaces from the Amethyst-based style guide. That particular document dictates a requirement of using Arial bold for the headline, Arial bold italic for the subhead, and regular Arial for the body copy. The next thing I would recommend is it seems to me, looking at this, the background image is very, very damaged. It's a poor quality image. We can see it's not in very good focus, and there seems to be pixelization and compression artifact both associated with the background image. For a review on what pixelization and compression artifact are, if you jump over to the announcements area and find this announcement, what's the one with all the images? Where the heck is it? There it is right there. One with all these images. This is the week 2 checking in ad. And then right here in this section, it's called pixelization and compression artifact. Not good. Take a look at these images, compare them, and then read the description of what we're looking for and what we're not looking for. After reviewing that, I think it should be specifically clear that the background image itself is highly damaged, and I do not recommend using it. The next thing I want to mention is the actual image itself. Now, this image, the horizon is not level, and that creates an enormous amount of uncomfortable visual tension. What you can do with this is go into the crop tool and use the crop tool to straighten this image. And it's a really easy process. It's covered in your book, but I can give you a tip. If you go on the web and just say how to level an image using Photoshop's crop tool, it's really, really easy to do. And it is covered in the book as well. So now chances are that comment won't come into play because I do think we should replace this background image, but it's a basic element in, or I should say a principle in design, that things that should appear to be level should be level. And it's also a foundational aspect in photography as well, to eliminate this uncomfortable visual tension created by a horizon line that doesn't seem to be level. This type, I don't recommend this kind of round configuration. It doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of a conceptual tie. So therefore, it seems to me like it's an arbitrary or random choice that doesn't have any conceptual tie. So I would recommend I would recommend standard configuration for your paragraph. Okay, other than that, I think everything else, the masked image looks great. Good placement of the logo, and actually good placement of the type. It's just the unspecified typefaces and that are not in the list of required typefaces from the Amethyst-based style guide. Okay, so if you want to reconfigure and repost, I'll be glad to make comments. But I really think that it's time to really, really think about her. I know you had some computer issues, but time is of the essence here. And the reason I say that is because we're going to start working the banner ad this week, and in a perfect world, the magazine ad is complete, accepted, ready to roll before we start the banner ad, because the banner ad is heavily based on the magazine ad. So we want to get this wrapped up and squared away quickly. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. If you need help, absolutely, please let me know. But let's go ahead and address those recommendations and those comments. And you can repost right here. You can post this in the general questions area. Just get this to me quickly so that we can check it, make sure we're heading in the right direction before we begin work. Before we begin work on that banner ad. Sorry about that. Okay, all right. And of course, the important thing at this point, Eric, is to get with me quickly if you have any questions at all. All right, thank you very much.